So you may be wondering, what does it look like to renew your mind, body, and spirit? Well, for us, it will be all about helping others become the best versions of themselves. Now, it will be about looking inside yourself to be able to show up authentically to others. Now, our introspection will include 8 themed weeks covering topics we feel are crucial to maintaining a healthy mind, body, and spirit.
What is up, Impact Heroes? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rick Ornelas. Thank you for spending some time with us today because we know time's a valuable resource and we're going to make it worth your while. I appreciate each and every one of you, not just for listening, but for who you are. I know you're sparking change to make the world a better place every day, and I am humbled and grateful for your efforts. It takes all of us doing our part to spread positive change, and that's what this show is all about. Motivating you with stories of struggle, courage, and hope to empower you to make a difference in your life and the lives of others.
Are you interested in having Rick speak at your event or business? Here is what others have to say.
Did not know his story, and it was so inspirational, and his presence on stage, his authenticity was just incredible.
I absolutely loved his performance. It made me feel some type of way.
If you're looking for a speaker for your next event, hire Rick. I promise you this, you will not be disappointed.
Visit rickornelas.com to book him today.
Welcome back, Impact Heroes, to another exciting episode of the I Spark Change podcast. We are super grateful that you spend your time with us each week, and we want to provide as much value and give back to our listeners as much as we can. We are now well into our second season, and this is the third edition of I Spark Change Through. So today we'll talk about how I spark change through renewing my mind, body, and spirit. Now, this is honestly not something I thought about on a regular basis until recently. And it was back in, I think about December, that my wife Tanya and I were planning out some of our challenges for the beginning part of this year. Ways we could support those that we coach while pushing them to become the best versions of themselves. Well, a lot of these challenges were focused on the physical or body side of things, but then we decided to take it a bit further because I was completing my first full year of meditation and I was having a lot of success with things such as gratitude journaling and daily self-reflection and, some practices that were more focused around the mind and the spirit. So after Tanya tried out a few things on her own, we decided to create a 60-day Renew Your Mind, Body, and Spirit challenge. Now, this was really amplified by a recent trip that we went on to Israel and Greece and a visit to the Holy Land. But we had decided to do this challenge well before that. And just our trip is just going to make everything so much better, so much better. But the challenge actually launches on May 1st. And, we feel this is the perfect time to freshen things up for, people's mind, body, and spirit, because it's after the craziness of the first couple months of the year and before the busyness of spring begins, right? And really things change, especially with those that have kids in school and everything. So you may be wondering, what does it look like to renew your mind, body, and spirit? Well, for us, it will be all about helping others become the best versions of themselves. Now, it will be about looking inside yourself to be able to show up authentically to others. Now, our introspection will include 8 themed weeks covering topics we feel are crucial to maintaining a healthy mind, body, and spirit. So these topics are positivity, identity, spirituality, gratitude, goals, influences, self-care, and nutrition. Now, I know this is not an exhaustive list, but each area is going to have subcategories that dive much deeper to address the type of things that hold many of us back, such as limiting beliefs, right? Now, while these topics are the foundation, they are only the beginning because as our goal is not only to help everyone become the best version of themselves, but to create habits that will continue their journey for many years to come. I mean, my journey began many years ago, and a lot of these habits I've participated in for many, many years, and I've become better over time, and these things have helped me along my journey. And so these are things that we want to help implement for others so it can help them on their journey and get them where they want to be. So As a fantastic tool to help aid us along the way, we'll be using the 3-Minute Positivity Journal by Kristen Butler. Now, this book has been an awesome resource for both Tanya and I, as we know it will work wonders for everyone else as well. Now, we plan to incorporate many more things to make us better. There's a lot of tools that we can incorporate, and obviously there are countless ways to renew your mind, body, and spirit. So we're going to address those in future challenges and future podcasts like this one, as we want to bring you the latest and greatest from our experiences and research. So we'd love to hear all the ways that you renew your mind, body, and spirit. You know, what do you do? Do you practice meditation? Do you work out for your body? Do you, pray or do some kind of stillness for your spirit? But, I know there's just countless ways, but we want to hear stories about how you do those. So please share those on social media or please, DM us and share the different things that you're doing. So that's all for today's quick episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll keep you posted on how this challenge goes and on the different components. We'll dive into those different components deeper and the subcomponents. But we hope you will join us on this challenge if you haven't already registered. And if not, you can continue following us on this podcast and you continue to learn that way. But that's all for today. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the iSpark Change podcast.
Remember, Impact Heroes, every positive action can be a spark moment that has a ripple effect that spreads far beyond the initial act. So go out there and spark change. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this episode, then please smash that 5-star rating on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. We value your comments and we want to hear from you in the community. Thank you for listening. God bless you, and we'll see you next week on the iSpark Change podcast.